Hello everyone, you were asking me to do some recipes without the meat. So today, I'm gonna show you how I can make my favorite vegan tartare at home. So let's do it. And before I make the tartare, I have to start with my bell pepper puree.
Grab a few yellow bell peppers and place them on baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Drizzle them with touch of vegetable oil and bake them around 200 degrees Celsius until they are beautifully charred and completely soft.
And now let's begin with our tartare. I will show you my favorite combination of ingredients, but feel free to add something or take something out if you don't like it.
One of the stars of my tartare will be tomato concasse. Take a few tomatoes and make small cuts on the skin. Then blanch them by placing them in boiling water for 1 minute and then immediately transfer tomatoes to ice cold water. This technique makes peeling an easy task. You can use your hands or a small knife to remove the skin. But don't throw these peels away, we will give them a new life. Pat them dry with a paper towel and then dehydrate them at 70 degrees Celsius until they are completely crispy. This will add a wonderful texture and flavor to our dish. Now let's get back to our blanched tomatoes. Cut them into quarters and carefully remove the seeds. Then dice the tomatoes into nice small pieces. Yes, this step takes a bit of time, but trust me, the result is worth it. These perfectly diced tomatoes will add a fresh and vibrant element to the tartare. Next, we will work on bell peppers. We want to cut them into small dices similar in size to our tomatoes. But first, we need to peel them. Peeling the peppers makes them easier to cut and gives them a better texture in the final dish. Once peeled, remove the seeds and dice them as consistently as you can. The best is to make nice flat surface from bell peppers, and then it's much easier to cut dices. Raw bell peppers might be a bit too crunchy for the dish, so we will give them a quick sear in the hot pan for few minutes. This softens them just enough. After searing, let the diced peppers cool down in the fridge before mixing them with the tomatoes.
At this moment, our peppers baked enough, so I will finish my puree now and then come back to my tartare.
The bell peppers have an amazing color, so I transfer them to the bowl and cover with cling film. Let them to steam for around 15 minutes and then you can peel them easily. Once peeled, remove the seeds and pop them into the blender. To the blender, add a bit of lemon juice, olive oil, smoked paprika and salt. Then blend until smooth. If your puree isn't as thick as you would like, which is my case now, you can add a touch of xanthan gum. But be careful, not too much, because otherwise the texture gets weird. So when you make this puree, I recommend you to dry the peppers with paper towel before blending them to achieve the perfect consistency. After straining, our bell pepper puree is ready to go. And now let's prepare a few more components for a tartare. First up, shallots. Raw shallots can be a bit too strong, so let's blanch them. Cut the shallots to small dices and then cook them in boiling water for about 1 minute, then cool them down in cold water. With this technique you achieve much better flavor. Once cooled, mix the shallots into the tartare along with the chilled bell peppers. Next, let's add some diced pickled cucumbers. I love them, but if they are not your favorite, feel free to skip them or substitute with something else. Dice them to a similar size as the tomatoes and bell peppers and mix them in. For some fresh, herbal notes, I love using chives, but if you want, you can also use things like basil or tarragon. And finally, I will finish the tartare with some lemon zest, drizzle of olive oil, pinch of salt, pepper and a bit of mustard. Give everything a good mix and the vegan tartare is ready to be plated. For the best flavor, you can let your tartare sit in the fridge for a few hours to allow the flavors to melt together. But for now, I will go ahead and plate it. Start by placing a pastry ring in the middle of the plate and pressing the tartare mixture into it nicely. Then add nice spoon of burnt bell pepper puree on the top. And to finish it, I use my crispy tomato skins, few nasturtium leaves and sprinkle of butterfly sorrel. You can enjoy this tartare on its own or pair it with some baguette or focaccia. By the way, if you're looking to take your home cooking to the next level, I still have time for one more student this month. So if you want to learn fine dining cooking in faster and more structured way than just watching videos, apply for my one-on-one coaching, and if you will be good fit, I will personally help you.
And if you want to get inspiration for classic tartare, check out this video and learn how I can make my salmon tartare at home. Thank you for watching guys, and I see you soon.